Now, the third part of my remarks tonight, before we have the interesting section on Q&A, is a reflection on three Prime Ministers, Mr Menzies, Sir Robert Menzies, Mr Howard and Mr Whitlam. So what did these Australian leaders have in common? Certainly it was not the same political allegiance or social philosophy. It was not that their times were easier or without sensitive controversies, nor was it a matter of differing parliamentary skills, because all of them were impressive parliamentary performers. The common thread was that each of them loved and respected the parliamentary institution. None of them sought to outsource Parliament's power to populist debates or direct votes. Each of them shouldered the responsibility and cherished the obligation of lawmaking in Parliament. Menzies on educational equality, that got me my Commonwealth Scholarship, without which I would not have got to university. Whitlam on ending white Australia, reforming family law and much else. And Howard, to his great credit, on gun control. No chance there for the gun lobby to whip up antagonism against clearly desirable legislation. Citizens could agree or disagree with these three leaders, but they would never have resorted to a plebiscite where Parliament had the full constitutional power of action. An electoral mandate is entirely dependent in Australia on the Parliament that the election in question delivers. That body includes the Senate. Governments are formed in the House of Representatives, but both houses of Parliament must give approval to laws which those governments propose. This also Whitlam knew, and it was certainly known to and invoked by his opponents in 1975. Parliamentary democracy is a very special way of governing yourself. We've been doing it that way since 1901. It's central to our version of democracy, and we should be strengthening that formula, not undermining it. When equality rights are at stake, in particular, we should have our debates in Parliament, and ultimately, as Gough Whitlam says, there is no freedom without equality. That includes in respect of Aboriginals, in respect of women, in respect of people of different colour, different religion and different abilities, and it also includes people of different sexuality. Without equality, there is no freedom, and that is what Whitlam said, and he was right on that, as on so much else.